Hi guys, welcome back to Guru Basava classes of ninth grade chapter 2 polynomials. Okay, in previous class we discussed about zeros of the polynomial. Let us recall it. See, zero of the polynomial is a number which when substituted in place of x makes the value of the polynomial 0. Okay, zero of the polynomial is nothing but what? Yesterday what we considered, p of c is equals to 0 we consider na. P of c is nothing but what here? 0 of the polynomial. Okay, if you substitute it in the place of x, what we will get? The value of the polynomial will become 0. Okay, example, p of x is equals to x plus 2, p of x is equals to 0. You substitute it in the above polynomial, linear polynomial. Yes, what we will get here? X plus 2 is equals to 0 and x is equals to plus 2, it is there LHS part, transpose it to RHS part, what you will get? Minus 2. Therefore minus 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Okay, now if you want to cross verify, means put x is equals to minus 2 here. P of minus 2 is equals to minus 2 plus 2, 0. Therefore p of minus 2 is equals to 0 we will get. Okay, and also we know about number of zeros is equals to degree of the polynomial. In the above example, it is a linear polynomial. Its highest degree is how much? 1. Therefore number of zeros we are getting as 1, that is minus 2. If you consider quadratic polynomial, its degree is how much? 2. Therefore 2 zeros. For cubic polynomial, degree is 3. Therefore 3 number of zeros we are getting. Okay, in this class we start up with remainder theorem. Okay, I will explain this later. Now I am considering few examples. Okay, basic things we have to explain first, then we will go for remainder theorem. See, consider two numbers 28 and 6. Divide 28 by 6. Okay, I am going to divide it by division method. Okay, 28 and 6. 28 indicates here dividend and 6 indicates divisor. Okay, 6 fours are 24. 4 indicates what here? Quotient. Okay, why I consider 4 here? Because it should be less than dividend. So here 24, it should be less than dividend. For that reason I considered 4. Don't take 6 paisa because it is 30. So here 30 is greater than 28, it will not come. For that reason quotient should be less than dividend. Okay, now subtract it. 28 minus 24, how much we will get? 4. Okay, 4, what it indicates? It indicates remainder, which should be less than always divisor. Okay, therefore 4 is less than 6, that is remainder is less than divisor. Okay, it should be like this. Now the above division, it can be expressed as, see here, 6 into 4, 24 plus 4, how much? 28. Therefore 28 may be written as 6 into 4 plus 6. Okay, we can express like this. Now dividend, 28 indicates dividend, which is equals to 6 indicates what here? Divisor. 4, what it indicates? Quotient. And this 4, last 4, what it indicates? Remainder. Therefore you should keep it in mind, dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, yes. Next example, similarly if we divide 12 by 6, we get what? We get remainder here. See, 6 twos are 12, 12 minus 12, 0. Okay, we getting here 0. Okay, last remainder as 0. Now this can be expressed as 12 is equals to 6 into 2 plus 0. Okay, if the remainder is 0, then 12 is a multiple of 6. What we call 12 as a multiple of 6, or 12 is a multiple of 2, or in other sense 6 is a factor of 12, 2 is a factor of 12. If the remainder is 0, then 6 is a factor of 12, and 2 is a factor of 12. Keep it in mind this, because in the next exercise factor theorem is there, that time we are going to use it. Okay, 6 is a factor of 12, 2 is a factor of 12. Okay, next example, divide the polynomial 2x cube plus x square plus x by the monomial. Okay, see here, now we have to divide the polynomial by a monomial, that is x. Okay, by long division method, here dividend is there, 2x cube plus x square plus x, and divisor is a monomial, that is x. Okay, first we have to divide first term of the dividend by divisor of first term of the divisor. Okay, what we are having here, if you divide it by x means what will get, 2x cube divided by x, we will get it as 2x square, which is nothing but what, the first term of the quotient we will get. Later you can divide it with divisor of next term, but here only we are having monomial, it ends. Okay, now subtract it, 2x cube minus 2x cube is 0. Next take down the term x square, next x square divided by the divisor x we will get, therefore second term of the quotient plus x will get. Next subtract it, my x square minus x square will be 0. Next take down x2 here, next x divided by x will be plus 1, therefore 1 into x is again x, subtract it, minus x, 0 we will get, therefore here also remainder is 0, therefore x and 2x square plus 1 are the factors of 2x cube plus x square plus x. Understood? Yes. Or we may write it as 2x cube plus x square plus x is a multiple of x and 2x square plus x plus 1. Okay. Now, fourth example, divide p of x. P of x is a polynomial by g of x. It is also a polynomial or monomial, binomial, whatever may be. First we'll see that what they have mentioned. See here, p of x is equals to x plus 3x square minus 1. Okay, and g of x is equals to 1 plus x. It is not in the form of standard form. Okay, let us consider p of x is equals to, how we can write this in standard form means we have to write arranging the terms in descending order of their degrees. See here, highest degree is 2. Therefore, first we'll write 3x square. Afterwards, plus x. Last constant or minus 1. Here, x plus 1. Therefore, p of x is equals to 3x square plus x minus 1. Okay, you have to keep it in mind. While solving, we have to convert it in the standard form by arranging the terms in descending order of their degrees. Understood? Okay. Now, x plus 1 is the divisor, 3x square plus x minus 1 is the dividend, that is p of x, and g of x is the divisor. Okay. Now, what we have to do, divide the first term of the dividend. See here, 3x square. First term it is. Now, divide it by the first term of the divisor. What we will get here? See, 3x square divided by x. What we left with? 3x, which is nothing but what? Now 3x indicates what here? It is a quotient, first term of the quotient. Okay, multiply the divisor by the first term of the quotient and subtract the product from the dividend. Okay, see here, 3x into x, 3x square plus 3x into 1 plus 3x. Understood? Now what we have to do? We have to subtract it, minus minus 3x square plus 3x square minus 3x square will get cancelled. We left with what here? Plus x minus 3x, that is minus 2x, and take down the next term, last term, that is minus 1 here. Now next, again what we have to do? First term of the, now we have to consider remainder as dividend here. Okay, and first term is minus 2x divided by the divisor first term, that is x, minus 2x divided by x, how much? Minus 2 will get, it will become second term of the quotient. Okay, minus 2 will become now second term of the quotient. This is very important, please understand it. Okay, minus 2 will be second term of the quotient. Now you have to multiply with this whole divisor. Now minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into plus 1, minus 2. Afterwards we have to do subtraction, but here already all the terms are negative, therefore add. Okay, now what will get? Plus 2x and minus 2x will get cancelled, therefore minus 1 plus 2, how much? 1. Here the remainder is 1, which is not equals to 0, therefore x plus 1 into 3x minus 2 are not the factors of what? X plus 3x square plus x minus 1. This may be written as 3x square plus x minus 1 is equals to 3x plus 1 into 3x minus 2 plus 1. Okay, which is nothing but what? That is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, till now we discussed about 4 examples. Okay, 2 examples which is based on polynomials, third and fourth. In general, okay, in general, if p of x and g of x are two polynomials, okay, see here p of x is one polynomial and g of x is a polynomial, such that degree of p of x, okay, degree of p of x should be greater than or equals to degree of g of x. Okay, here p of x is nothing but what? Dividend. G of x is nothing but what? Divisor. Okay, dividend, that is p of x, it should be greater than or equals to divisor. Okay, degree of g of x, and divisor g of x should not be equals to 0. Then we can find polynomials. That time we will get polynomials, that is q of x, which is nothing but what? Quotient, and r of x, which is nothing but what? Remainder, such that p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Okay, here it is there, na? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now we are writing in terms of p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Okay, here is a condition where r of x is equals to 0. See here, remainder should be 0, or degree of remainder is less than the degree of the divisor, that is g of x. Okay, dear students, you have to keep it in mind. P of x is nothing but what? Dividend. G of x is nothing but what? Divisor. Q of x is nothing but what? Quotient. And r of x is nothing but what? Remainder. Okay, r of x is equals to 0. It is possible only in linear polynomial. Okay, in next theorem we will consider remainder theorem. Na, it is only meant for linear polynomials. Understood? See, here we say that p of x divided by g of x gives q of x as quotient and r of x as remainder. In the example above, the divisor was a linear polynomial. Okay, here it is a divisor is a linear polynomial. Okay, we have to consider here linear polynomial because we are explaining the remainder theorem, which is based on linear polynomial. Here divisor is linear polynomial. Okay, for that reason I considered like this. Remainder theorem. Yes, on dividing the polynomial p of x, see here, on dividing a polynomial p of x of degree 1 or more than 1 by a linear polynomial, see here x minus a is what here? Linear polynomial. The remainder obtained is p of a, where a is a real number. What it states here? See, on dividing the polynomial p of x by a linear polynomial, that is g of x. If you divide p of x by g of x, then the remainder is there. You will get it as p of a. Okay, whatever you are considering the linear equation, linear polynomial, x minus a is there, that a will be the remainder. Okay, here it is a p of a will be the remainder. Yes, let us see how it is. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Already we know this. Okay, dividend is p of x and divisor here they consider as x minus a. Therefore, we will consider linear polynomial x minus a, and we will get quotient as q of x and remainder as r of x. Okay. Since degree of x minus a is 1, okay, see here degree of 1 or more than 1 they ask given. Therefore, degree of x minus a is 1 and the degree of remainder it should be less than the degree of the divisor, that is x minus a. Therefore, degree of r of x equals to 0. Okay, if it is less than the degree of divisor, what it will become? It will be 0. Therefore, r of x is a constant. 0 is nothing but what here? Constant. Say small r. Therefore, r of x is equal to what value we got? Small r we got. Okay. If we put x is equals to a. Okay. If we put x is equals to a, what we'll get here? P of a is equals to, see here we have to put x is equals to a. P of a is equals to a minus a into q of a, how much? A. Therefore, r of x, how much we got here? Small r plus small r. Okay. P of a is equals to a minus a, how much? 0 into q of a plus r. Therefore, P of a, how much we got? R. This proves the theorem. Therefore, P of a, how much we are getting? Remainder we are getting. Okay. Therefore, this is about remainder theorem. Okay. Based on this, we will solve examples in next class. Okay. Thank you.